Bonjour, hello, I'm Etienne Hugel, same name as the wine, so from the Hugel family, the wine producer from Alsace, France. So I'm very happy to be back here in Saigon, very happy to be back at the Caravelle. We've done many events, wine events in the past, and I love Vietnam, I love your food, and by coincidence we have great wines to match with your cuisine. So let me tell you a little bit about Alsace. Alsace first is in France, is that district of France close to the German border. So basically the bottle shape is the same as certain German wines, but actually the wines could not be more French. So starting with this first wine, which is our Gentil, which is our most popular wine all over the world, and in particular here in Asia. This is a wine that combines the quality of the main grape variety of Alsace. Most of the wines of Alsace nowadays are made of one grape variety, like Riesling, the next wine we will be tasting, but this wine is the most approachable wine. This is a combination of the best grapes. 2% of Muscat, depending on the vintage. This is 2013, which was an exceptional vintage in Alsace. 2% Muscat, 19% Gewürztraminer. Gewürztraminer, which means spice, that brings this amazing lychee, mango, exotic character to the wine. 24% Pinot Gris, 15% Riesling. So this is a combination of the 4 best grapes of Alsace with Sylvaner and Pinot Blanc. It makes a wine that is really very, very easy to understand by most people. It's flavorful, grapey, aromatic, but dry. This is what Alsace wine is about. So very full of flavor, full of aromas, but dry, which means wine to complement food. Even so, this is quite pleasant to drink without food. Their wines, French wines, generally are meant to be matched with cuisine. Not only French cuisine. We are fortunate in Alsace to have great wine with Asian food, Asian cuisine. And here, Vietnamese cuisine match our wine so well. This Gentil, of course, because it's aromatic, grapey, but dry in the palate, without the sweetness. So it's a wine that really brings out the exuberance of the aroma, very flowery, beautiful fruit flavors, and it's a really wonderful introduction to the wines of Alsace. Then wine number 2, which I know is one of the most popular wine here at the Caravelle, is our Riesling. Riesling is a grape variety that is also grown in Germany, also grown in Australia, also grown in north of the United States, Finger Lakes and so on in New York State. But in Alsace, which is the only French region growing Riesling, it makes a very different style of wines compared to German Riesling. This is dry, aromatic, flavorful, but dry, which means without sweetness. This is a great wine to go with most fish and seafood dishes. This is a wine that is basically the best companion of any fish, seafood, oyster, mussel, shrimp. Goes fantastically well with most Vietnamese dishes that have Ngoc Nam, fish sauce, and this is a wine that complements the saltiness of this great Vietnamese ingredient. So this is a marriage of passion. You know, why do French people put so much emphasis on wine and food pairing? It's because when the food pairs well with the wine pairs well with the food, and the whole enjoyment is better. So these are wines that are a natural match with many fish and seafood dishes, and in particular Vietnamese cuisine. So I hope more people will discover the beauty of the wines of my region, of my family business, 12 generations in my family, and I hope people that travel to France will come and visit us one day. In the meantime, you can visit the website hugel.com. Thank you very much. Santé. Cheers.